I just remembered, we're in this room by ourselves, aren't we?
We sure are. So it's just gonna be me for a little bit here.
Amazing.
It's just gonna be it's just gonna be the figments of my imagination speaking to me for the beginning of this stream.
Oh, Gideon!
Oh god.
I'm going to commit various war crimes and be wanted in several countries.
Oh no, a war cry.
Oh, okay. I'm going to commit various war crimes and be wanted in every country.
God, like between like clips from that and like shorts from like fucking Thor's streams, I don't need to be subscribed to anything.
But recently, I have a minute to say this before your stream or whatever commences. So, recently, one thing I've been liking is, I know a lot of people bash on reaction content, but watching someone enjoy a show that I like and seeing their reactions to it, especially when they're someone who reacts a lot and not someone that stays silent and just plays the clip. It's very entertaining.
I mean, yeah, no. Watching things
I'm watching
with
a
friends
VTuber
is
get through
entirely,
One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm
watching
a
watching
VTuber
things
get
with
through One
friends or
Piece
like
and-
watching people like you enjoy the same things as you. Like that's always a really fun thing. That's literally why I play games that I've already played with my cousin, because I'm just like, yeah, no, I know you would enjoy this. Let's play this together and have fun.
Well, that's also why sometimes I get together with Blank and we just listen to an audiobook. I've listened to that audiobook like 3 times. I don't re-listen to audiobook but like I wouldn't re-listen to it a 4th time. But if I'm doing it with Blank and we're having fun, that's a different story.
And speaking of listening and watching people experience the same things we enjoy, hello everyone, and welcome back to Zero Escape.
Where we experience and watch this over and over and over and over again.
Listen,
I am smiling in pain.
Listen, all I'm saying is that if there's any audiobook I'll re-listen to, it's Epithet Erased.
Oh yeah, Prison of Plastic.
Oh, it's an audiobook now?
Prison of Plastic.
Yeah.
It's the second,
Oh.
technically the 3rd book, I think.
Also Pokemon on my status.
Brandon's just working on making the 1st and 2nd parts of the actual animation into actual books. But yeah, no, the 3rd part of Epithet Erased is out, and it is very good.
God, I just want to imagine, Mitty, with your status there, someone plays Pot of Greed and they go to play 2 cards, and then they just turn over their trap card, which is just an Uno reverse card, so they have to discard 2 cards instead.
That would be an evil card.
Oh, that's so funny. Alright, well, what is this place? Oh no, we're in here with Tenmyoji.
I thought, okay.
Alright, Sanders, here you are.
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
Oh, and Quark, hello.
Oh,
Boy, we
I
sure
thought we were
aren't
alone.
actually in here alone, huh?
Man shift, how dare you? I'm actually here this time.
Alright. As long as it's a good voice.
Listen, I gotta get back into it.
It said director's office on the door.
So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Well, which is it?
The hell would I know? He looks fucking...
We should look around. What are you laughing at, you little bitch?
I'm sorry, I'm obviously in deep plotting thought.
Listen, you better shut the hell up before I
Okay.
before I open up my missile
read your shit,
silos
Quark.
on the side of my head. Yeah, no.
Child,
that was-
read
Shut up
your
before I
mind.
snipe you.
Child.
Get on with it!
If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then.
Of course. I need to remember what my voice for him was, because I remember I was doing an evil voice that I dialed back from sounding evil.
And yeah,
So I gotta get into it.
I
It's
just wanted.
almost like it was because he's not actually an evil character and the voice
I-
didn't fit.
That is
I'm
an evil
s-
character.
I'm okay.
Shit,
I
you're
am
right.
sorry.
Shit, you're right. That is an evil ass
Shit, I don't
character.
actually get to read.
Also, I just really wanted to make slight reference to the fact that
Oh, this old man is an alcoholic.
that Quarz's
Yep.
head things that actually hold snacks look like missile silos.
Thank you.
I love that the old man simply wants liquor.
The man after my own heart.
Yep. Can we put it there? We can.
Huh. You're going to ruin the brandy.
Oh, Tenmyoji, you absolute nerd.
You
Bop, 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 bop.
My second monitor's gone out. Oh, my rice is spilled everywhere.
Oh no! Business cards.
Oh no.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Aww.
Does this have to do with the red lettering, the unfinished red lettering around the room?
I don't think so. But maybe.
3 and zeros.
Yeah.
Oh, right, when you fucking... You know what?
8003?
Let's just fucking alphabetize this shit. Because I'm curious what happens.
I goes before
Yep.
J.
Sure does. Nope.
My guy.
Yeah, I think you just made it work. We had a 3 and a pair of zeros. Now we have nothing. I'd say try 8003 because that was a code we got.
Bop, bop, bop. Maybe. Ooh.
Ah, this is cheap brandy.
Fucking
Rumble.
Tenmyoji. I mean, I guess I'll just dispose of it with my yoink. Alright.
You fucking bastard.
Look, the laser beam's a parallelogram.
Give me that. Give me that. Oh. Oh, I wanted this the pointy thing. I wanted the pointy thing. Thank you.
That is a
Alright, you
very
know what we
short-
do with pointy things. Hey, Quark,
I
you
don't-
want the balloon? Alright. Wait, what? Hello?
Use the fucking spear.
Poke the balloon. Poke it.
Also,
Wow.
it's not really a spear, it's more of a dagger, really. Wait, hold up, I got something. I noticed something. The paint.
What about it?
Red.
Yeah?
there's on the wall too.
Yeah, no, it's everywhere. I know.
Yeah, but it seems like that's actually might be what it responds to with the frickin' with the cards.
Guys, the thermal drill. Go get it.
All right, thermal drill time. Oh God.
Oh God, not
these.
No, I think we should get the thermal drill for this.
You know, I don't think we're going to accomplish this.
Yeah, we don't have the information for that either.
Oh.
Oh, fucking, what about the globe?
Yeah, what the fuck do you mean, the globe? Oh,
One
piece of
Piece
paper.
of paper? What?
What?
Where?
Where the fucking paper? Oh,
Well,
mother-
thank you. Thank
There's
you,
my
Quark.
information.
Thank you, Quark.
Thank you,
Alright.
Quark, you piece of shit.
Red, green, yellow,
I've-
purple, white, blue.
I've also screenshotted it in case.
Thank you. Red, green. That is incorrect.
Yellow,
I think.
purple. Yeah, that's incorrect.
Yep. So I think we need to do this. No, because then that locks off
No.
red. Ooh. How do we get white, blue then?
Okay, I see. Go white, up to the center, all the way to the left, then up, then to blue.
Alright.
Red. Ooh. Okay, wait, no. Go back.
I think white down then, yeah.
Down, yeah, down left to blue. Purple.
Has to go this way. And then...
Through the middle.
Yep. Yep. That's absolutely it. Yep, there we go. That did it. $100 million videos. No. Deer.
Why are you a deer?
Sorry, guys. Looks like all we've got is this binder and a deer.
So, a bind deer.
Oh, Lord. All right. Let's take
No,
the
zero
binder.
isn't-
I'm zero. I've been zero all along.
Well, you know what? Oh, wait, no. You know what? That's actually funnier, but, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but we're gonna be taking you with us.
Buck up.
It's
Oh, Lord. Alright.
It's me. I've been zero all along. This is why Alice keeps dying,
Alright.
because I don't want to voice
Clearly
crack
this
at
is
the
where
time.
the deer head goes. God. Here we go.
What weird animal fetishes do these zero people have? Fucking... These weirdos.
Eee!
Eee. And then we need to, I don't remember how to do that one off the top of my head. We'll figure that out later. Parallelogram. Oh yeah! It's not a knife! It's a key!
But the
What?
key is also a knife.
So it's both a key and a key. We get it!
And also, but also.
Oh
a
look,
knife.
it's another key!
But is it a knife? That is also a key.
If you try hard enough, probably.
But is
maybe.
it a key? But is it a key that is also treated as a blade? Oh wait, I shouldn't do that joke with Warboss in here. He'll go on a tangent.
This is it, Warboss. This is the music you get to concentrate on things. Pokemon talking about fucking keyblades. I hope you're happy.
Just because I'm muted, don't think I don't have the power to smite you.
I'm the one with the emote.
Gender mismatch.
What?
Ooh.
Oh dear God, it's sexist.
If we dress Quark up as a girl. Oh lord.
It is sexist. Good God, I was joking.
Mitty, it's your turn to shine.
Literally discriminating. Like, oh, you gotta be a girl to use this
What?
deadly trap.
Oh yeah. He took.
I
he
heard my
takes
name.
out-
I'm not available. Leave a message.
This is actually important.
Oh.
Tenmyo
Mitty,
takes out
we
a piece
need
of
to do
paper.
girl things.
It's a picture.
No.
He was looking at it in the infirmary.
Oh. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like a villain's secret lair.
Ah, Mr. Sigma. We've been expecting you.
Obviously, this goes on the wall.
All right. Whee!
Sure is a bullseye on that balloon.
Battery.
Key!
Key. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, that shoots him alright.
What's that in the corner?
Oh, right. Right.
Right, just tell me when it's my time to voice stuff again.
There we go. And then we can combine you with you. And now we have an actual working tablet. Or digit password. Help!
Didn't need to sit down on the chair.
No! Never do.
Sit down in
Oh
your
hey, we've already got
chair
the
and think.
we've already got the password to leave. Isn't that convenient?
Now let's find the secret password.
Yeah, we're not done here. I thought we needed like a projectile or something. With mind bullets!
That's called telekinesis, Sigma.
Oh hey, it's the key we used. Bop.
For a second, I thought you said it was the Kiwi dude. I was like, what? Oh god.
Is the key.
What would be the other thing for the secret code? It's always on the same device.
Oh
right?
wait, here we go. It changed.
Oh.
A tantogram.
Thanks, I hate it.
Trapezoid.
Don't remember how to make a trapezoid.
Or no, it was not
Like
trapezoid.
that.
It was parallelogram. Yeah.
That's a parallelogram.
Wrong direction of parallelogram, I think.
Oh,
Or...
well, that's upsetting.
Go back to the,
This puzzle's too hard! Alright. It's flat on the top and the bottom.
yeah.
Which means...
Put the... Yeah. Like...
No, that's...
Yeah. Then the other one.
I think we need to rotate it first. Whoop. Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh.
Good enough. Yes. We just basically need to rotate all these. Wait, what was it? It was like that. And now I just put it all back together. Easy. I totally remember how to do that. There. And... Eh. Please be kind. No. How good is happening to me?
Hey, can you go back to the parallelogram real quick?
One sec. No, how could you? Right. Oh, I see the problem.
You did it way... Again, you just need to...
Pointy end
move-
is on the bottom. Yeah?
Just move the two big triangles to the side there.
That I already tried that, it didn't work. It's still rotated the wrong way.
Oh, right. I am dumb. I'm the dumb one for not remembering that that's exactly what you did before.
Bop.
I feel like this sucks.
What if?
If only you could just shape up.
If only I could just click and drag and rotate all of them.
Nah, you ask too much. Stop being such an entitled gamer.
How dare I? Alright, now I just gotta do it again. I am so good at this. I totally remember how to do this. Yeah. Wait. No.
I was expecting more talking and reading of lines.
It would
Look.
be.
If they haven't spent 2
But,
months playing this game
first,
before,
Curb has to suffer at the hands of geometry.
Advanced geometry.
Anyway, on my end, I'm world building and having a grand old time.
I mean, I'm just playing in the background until Curb says it's time for me to read a line.
I just finished the faction section for the Fell Empire.
Nice.
Hey Pokemon, you don't have access to this, so I'm just gonna send it to you.
Okay. Really this time.
For wheelsies?
For
Okay.
realsies this time.
Wait,
Which-
I
what-
thought I
what
was
is it?
muted. I'm gonna. For realsies?
Eh. Okay. Please. Yay! I got it!
Finally. By the way, War Boss, just come to me if you want to talk about guest.
IILP. We do best at IILP.
Ilp! Is blue!
Blue.
Star, sun. Well, that's interesting. We didn't actually solve this yet.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine, yeah. Wait, no. That's incorrect. Oh, I remember this. This is a very silly puzzle, and I just remembered what it's actually trying to do.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm still gonna solve it, because, I mean, why the fuck not? But,
Hey, so what did I miss?
Absolutely nothing.
Deer.
No, I don't miss deer. I see deer every fucking day, basically.
Is it book key?
You missed a lot of
Or
Curb.
not book.
talking to himself.
Book
What else is new?
433?
Oh yeah,
Wrong
maybe.
ones.
Tomorrow's
God damn it,
game.
yeah.
Fuck yes.
Do Peyton level, yeah.
Alright, Warboss, could you open the game real quick? I want to rename my character.
There we go.
Yeah.
There can only be so many combinations. Book 334.
I'm keeping what we planned. I'm just renaming the character is all.
Well, a book is... I know what a book is.
Should be
334.
available. The game
Got
is
it.
open.
I
Thank you.
already had the solution. I forgot that was all it was. Alright, anyways, let's open the fucking save. And while we're at it, let's do the fucking recap.
Yeah. Probably need that.
Alright, so... AB
I'm
game.
busy until I say I'm
What?
not.
This refers to the Ambidex game. It's fair to assume that AB is short for Ambidex. But it also represents the two choices each player is given, A and B. A is for ally, B is for betray. When using the voting machine in the AB room, each player must choose to either ally or betray before the time limit is up. Min, go for it.
A round of the AB game is played between the members of the group that went through the previous chromatic door together. Two members of the pair play against a single solo. Each player can choose to either cooperate or betray. The BP of each player will change depending on that choice. If you choose to ally and your opponent chooses to ally, you get plus 2 BP. If you choose to ally and your opponent chooses to betray, you get minus 2 BP. If you choose to betray and your opponent chooses to ally, you get plus 3 BP. If you choose to betray and your opponent chooses to betray, You get 0 BP.
Hey, Pokemon, penalty time.
If you break the rules or your BP fall below 0, you will be penalized. More specifically, a set of needles in your bracelet will be activated, injecting you with 2 different drugs. First is an anesthetic called Soparil B, or Beta.
Yep.
9 minutes later, this will be followed by a muscle relaxant called Turbocurarine. The muscle relaxant will cause your lungs to cease functioning, killing you. In other words, the penalty is death.
Hey, Bigfoot, I know it's a lot to ask, but could you read this real quick?
A machine used by the participants of the AB game to register their votes. It uses a touchpad and is not to be mistaken for an ATM.
Who the fuck is mistaking that thing for an ATM?
Alright, we'll give you another
What?
one. Here you go.
Oh,
The,
yeah, go ahead.
who you're giving it?
You got like 2
Alright.
lines.
The manual found in the pick contains the following text in reference to these suits. The air in this facility is kept at a high pressure relative to the outside environments. This is to prevent air contamination by the virus from entering. All persons wishing to exit the facility must proceed through the pressure exchange chamber. In order to prevent the spread of the virus and maintain a sterile environment, all persons entering the PEC must wear a specialized hazmat suit. Anyone not wearing a suit will not be allowed to enter the PEC.
Scotch, a type of whiskey made in Scotland. Its unique aroma comes from a peat used in its manufacture. Scotch is Tenmyoji's favorite drink. He often claims a little scotch should scratch this itch after returning from work, which annoys Quark.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, Quark! Root beer.
A well-known drink made by putting a scoop of vanilla ice cream in some root beer, also known as a black cow. Quark, I have taken to saying root beer floats my boat, which warms Tenmyoji's heart.
Who fucking calls it a black cow?
I
What
think that's the-
dialect
I-
is that?
I think that's the
How,
English.
black cow.
I think that's the English transliteration of what the word for it is in Japan.
Maybe?
I think.
I've never heard black cow when referring to
Listen, this
root beer.
game has
It
as
make-
much broken text as Pizza Game.
It makes me think that maybe it's a transliteration of a word that only really makes sense, and
Maybe, but the localization team is usually pretty on the nose with that stuff, so I don't know. It opened. Secret file. We'll look at that next time.
we'll murder someone later.
Wait, what? When did we get these? When the hell did we get these? Alright, well, whatever. We had those, apparently.
Alright, so. In the United States and Canada, the chain A&W restaurants are well known for their root beer floats. The definition of a black cow varies by region. For instance, in some localities, a root beer float has strictly vanilla ice cream. A float made with root beer and chocolate ice cream is a chocolate cow or a brown cow. In some places, a black cow or a brown cow was made with cola instead of root beer.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Sigma. I know that stuff's important, but aren't you curious?
About what?
Grandpa's picture. One in front of the facial recognition thing. Don't you want to take a look at it?
But,
Come on, hurry.
okay.
Oh.
So, who is this girl? Tenmyoji.
Bigfoot.
All right. Hey, stop!
Yoink. She's
Mm.
just a girl. Is she your granddaughter?
Mm.
No.
That's fucking Akane!
Mm.
Well, who is she then?
damn it, fine. You've already seen her after all.
Hey, Mitty.
Her name is Akira.
Yeah.
I've been looking for her
Uh-huh.
for
Found
a long
June,
time.
apparently.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Why?
Because she's his first love.
Oh, that's creepy. No! You fool. You've got it wrong.
But you carry that picture everywhere. Don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think anybody's watching, you talk to it. I've seen you do it.
Ugh.
Huh? Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, Tenmyoji.
Look,
Wait.
it's not about love, and I'm not a goddamn romantic.
Okay, okay. You don't want to talk about her, I get it.
Whatever you say, Junpei. Or
Is
Jump
you
Gear,
fucking
what the fuck your name
Junpei?
was.
Is Tenmyoji freaking Junpei?
Looks kind of empty this time.
First, we've got. Oh,
Yeah, we can just go through this. It's
Oh,
fine.
goddamn
This is all just talking about the fucking shit. It's fine. Like, oh, we got star key cards and the fucking key, and we could use the star
One of
key
these
cards
days,
as
I
many
hope.
times as
One of these
possible.
days. One of these days, I hope there's important information that you just skip through.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I know this game. I'm not like 100% confident in this kind of shit, but like when I start seeing that stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I know where this is going. We don't need to read all this, especially in an escape sequence.
Hey, curve DMs real quick.
Hmm. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Oh, damn it.
Pokemon.
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
What was it?
The picture boy. The picture, how could I forget it?
Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah. I'm going back. You two go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Me too.
No, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Alright, I'll see you two later then.
Right.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
I watched them jog off towards the blue door. And
And
then
they were
gone.
never heard.
Guess I should be getting back too then. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna, Vi and Clover, and Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader. Look at Dio not being a total asshole anymore.
That means he's definitely up to something.
Wait, he
and
didn't
that
die?
gate has been opened! Not in this route! 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
This entire game is based off of a bunch of split timeline.
I thought we locked him into a freezer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was
Different
last time.
What fucking changed?
So much.
So much.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There, happy. This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it. You see, I can be considerate.
Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they? Oh my god, I have lines.
You do? I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to grab it real quick.
Then they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we'd investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing numbers of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Theo opened the door, and Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Oh shit, everyone's dead.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
You're a bit loud, Sai. I don't know what's going on your end.
Okay, so while we were cleaning up the rice, Rex accidentally adjusted my microphone,
Yeah, turn the game
and
down
I
like
made
30%.
I made a guesstimate. Like, is this good?
Yeah, that's better. Seems lit anyways.
Okay.
I'm getting worried.
And Pokemon's been quiet the entire time.
I did not know I've been quiet the entire time.
It's more that
It
you
hasn't
make
been the
yourself
entire
quiet.
time, but you've as of recently you've been a little more quiet. Anyways,
I don't know why. Other than Luna, who Luna is. What if something happened to them? I always voice Luna as a bit quiet.
yeah, no, it just sounded like you were leaning away from your mic or something. I wasn't sure what was going on. Anyways, I'll go have a look. Hey, Min, you
Mitch,
actually
you're
have a
both
line.
hurt.
Then I shall accompany you.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that far away.
Just don't look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
I don't think...
That's not how the saying
Okay.
goes.
Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back. It's no big deal. Alright, see you guys later.
Till it is a big deal.
I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out into the warehouse. Out of the warehouse, excuse me. Oof.
Just remember, you stare into the abyss and you scream into the void. Don't get them mixed up.
Don't let it stare back at you.
I can see that you are being annoyed by
Can't imagine.
this not going fast.
Can't imagine why. Anyways, we're getting one of my favorite what the fuck scenes, if I remember correctly. Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. Picture's gone, though. Tenmyoji and Quark must have been here then. I laid out the floor B map. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. It's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh, looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly.
What are the odds?
Well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot, might as well head back then, I suppose. I packed
Waiting
up the
for-
map and was headed towards the door when... Huh? There was a light on, where there hadn't been a light before. What? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work.
Oh shit, it's a Splatoon respawn point.
Is there a fucking...
Teleporter going up.
I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously towards it. The machine was
Yes,
in arm's
walk.
reach now. I stretched my hand out towards it, slowly. So, you finally made it. No, I am Zero.
Dear God, he's a pirate.
I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky. As you can see, however, this is only a recording. I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions. Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond. I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile, and kept my balled fist by my side. Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you, but unfortunately our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen two things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites. In retrospect, I suppose that's rather an odd thing to say. I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suppose it hardly
Coletta,
seems
is that
fair.
you?
Please go back to that text box. I need to screenshot that for...
I don't know if I can go back to that. I can go back to this.
Okay. Putting
good?
this in the Zeroscape chat.
Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate, so I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound? They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art. Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space. So they are following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where? No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create, but a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA. No doubt you see what this analogy is supposed to illustrate. Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites. We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty. And you are about to catch a glimpse of it. Or have you already? Well, that's enough on that subject, I think. Consider what I've said. Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and in fact the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you. It is the password to disarm the bomb numbered 1. Bomb? Are you ready?
Oh my god, JC, a bomb!
I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
Pokemon, do your job.
I've done my job.
I had
Doing
no
his
idea
part.
what he was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there was a bombs too? He'd guessed at my futile confusion, he showed no sign of it. That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized. Immediately. I hope we will meet again soon, someday. We would have much to discuss. Wait! God damn it, you can't just spout all that crap and disappear! I found myself
Watch me.
yelling at empty air. The hologram had disappeared. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? Who could have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shit. I kicked at a nearby shelf. 10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline is passed, any non-voting parties will automatically vote ally. Oh, crap. I need to get back. Like there's any point staying here. I spun around and ran out of the room towards the warehouse.
Grandpa! Look, Mr. Sigma's back.
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Okay. Took you long enough.
Where are the others?
In the AB rooms.
They went already?
Yep.
Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Yeah. Grandpa said there was something I had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Oh?
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you that we're going to choose ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay. Go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You'd get 9, whether you got 2 or 3 points.
Exactly. That being the case, we didn't have any reason to betray you. And if we both chose ally, we both gain points.
True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you'd choose betray to protect yourselves.
But that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Can I trust you?
Course.
Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we did this and both ally. Everyone gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you, but I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't going to just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it.
How?
I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so. I swear it. We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too.
Well, you shouldn't. It's not nice.
I promise.
Man. So all you got is a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it. Ignore that other time I chose betray. Trust me.
You mean the time you said that Clover needed to trust you and you betrayed her?
Yeah, that sure was a thing that happened.
You gotta trust us.
Alright, fine. I'll trust you. 2 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Sucker! We're counting on you, Sigma.
You gotta choose ally. You promised.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room second from the right. Well, guess I should get moving.
I mean, technically they win regardless, right? By technicality?
No.
Even if we choose.
If we
No, there
betray,
is
they
an
don't.
instant. There's an instance where they will not get any points.
There's also an instance where they lose 2 points. I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Oh, I can't believe they were willing. They were telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like a safe bet, but...
Please, you gotta trust us. You gotta choose ally. You promised.
Tenmyoji I could betray easily enough, but Quark... What the hell was I gonna do?
Ally.
10
Betray.
seconds remain, bitch!
Ally. Ally. Ally.
Betray.
Ally.
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 Betray.
Ally.
Ally.
Betray.
Get back in your oyster.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up.
You
I'm
weren't
not gonna lie,
expecting that one, huh?
That one like took me a
Go
second.
back to the woods, bitch.
That took me a second. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that is her
Thing.
username here, isn't it?
I'm
Round
already
3
in
of the
the woods,
Ambidex
motherfucker.
game has been completed. Results are in the warehouse.
I love that I actually caught you both off guard with that. Everyone dies.
Luna, how could you?
Motherfucker.
And you guys trusted them.
Yeah.
My, oh my.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Some motherfuckers. Yo, motherfucker.
And then there was one. Hey, what the hell, guys? Why'd you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Pokemon.
Oh,
He's muted.
Pokemon's muted.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why'd you break your promise, Tenmyoji?
I only promised you one thing. You wouldn't open the number 9 door even we got 9 points. No, you didn't. You promised both.
What? So, you're not gonna leave?
Not what I said. Of course we're going to fucking leave.
What?
Look. See Clover over there?
What?
Hi!
Don't tell me. Clover, you bitch.
No.
We're all dead. All of us die. Congratulations.
Well, not all of us.
Somebody get me the throwing axe!
Right? Kill
Oh,
that
no.
bitch! She's...
That's a bitch.
She is a bitch.
Wait! Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words were barely out of her mouth when Tenmyoji and Quark ran past.
No, damn it.
Don't try and stop them at this point. It's too late.
And kill the... At that point, just kill someone to just get revenge.
Are you really going to leave?
Well, yeah. It's my second rodeo. I'm tired of this shit. Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to call the others. So we can capture Zero Senior.
You know goddamn well you aren't going to.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah, sorry about that. Then again, we already ran out the damn door.
Sorry, everybody.
So, Sigma. Happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
Like hell I'm happy. That's some shady shit, Tenmyoji.
If you say so. Are you sure that I'm not a villain character? I have
Yes.
to get out of here, and that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
we're
bad.
we're sure everybody does this shit except
He's got to
Luca.
pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah? No point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. You're all dead anyway. I know exactly who he is.
What?
Oops.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Let's go! Come on, guys! Time to move!
Right.
Oh, wait. This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper. What is this?
It's a letter. B. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game.
Look, on the other side. It's a note.
Tell you.
That is still one of the best jokes from that fucking show.
It is.
It is.
genuinely is.
I
So
want to tell you what kind
good.
of guy my grandpa is. Opens it up. He's an asshole.
There's a note. It just says Lord Frieza and there's a picture of a butt. May I see it? So, read it, okay?
Before I die, obviously.
He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Then
That
he
is
turned
an
and
incredibly poor choice of words.
ran towards the door. Yeah, honestly. Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was
That's
so surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop them.
That just makes the child sound like a prick. Like he's rubbing it in.
Before I could think of anything to say,
See you.
Goodbye.
We'll dance on your grave.
I just want to point out that we've always said that we would stop somebody from leaving early, and like literally the only time that has been true was the one time that we had enough points.
Yep. The one time we had more than 9 points, everyone stopped us.
Everyone stopped us?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This game's some bullshit.
So they just kill us if we get enough points, but no one tries to
They're
stop
just
anyone.
like, nope, you're
What
not
do you
allowed
mean
to leave.
stop
They just
you?
fucking knock
What
you
did
the
they
fuck
do?
out.
I assume kill you.
No, they knocked us out, I think, is the idea. But yeah, no, that was one of the bad ends.
So you had the option to take a baseball bat and hit Tomioji in the head when he betrayed you, and you just let him go?
To be fair, Clover was the one who opened the door.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
and
they still could have.
I know, but you still could have brained him, right?
Just so you
What
know-
would that help
So-
at that point?
I mean,
So,
at that point, that would have just been revenge.
so here's
What's
the thing.
wrong with that? Oh, I'm muting
Listen,
myself
here's the
again, I'm
thing
good.
with how this works. Soon as there's enough points and somebody decides to open the number 9 door, it's open for 9 seconds, can't be opened again, and only people with 9 points can go through. Anybody else goes through, they're dead. Everybody just has to sit inside and rot and or eat from the food or like the pantry until whatever
starve to
the
death.
heat death of the universe.
Or until
Anyways.
someone blows open the door. One of the two.
Hey, Dio.
Shit. They're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read.
Should I read this as Quark?
Yeah.
My fuck.
Okay. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. Guess I was kind of a pain, huh? But he didn't give up, and here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark was a really, really small thing, and I was really, really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. I started walking when I was 2, and he wasn't looking. And when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but I got better. Guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week, but but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. And yeah, I didn't know I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find someone who'd take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd ask her if she would take me too. I admit I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid he told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he bragged to everybody about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When he got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make me work here. But I was wrong. So I passed something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and set me down on a stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my legs just dangled off it. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was kind of nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch, and another big glass full of something else. So I looked closer. I realized the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float. I was so surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. There it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I wasn't sure it was real at that point, and turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He'd already turned around and moved off, though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. Is this really mine? He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I'd never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. It's not an exaggeration, I really, really thought that. Root beer float was delicious, but what made me even happier was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's gotta be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then, I didn't care whether or not he'd just found me and adopted me or not. He'd bought me a root beer float. Made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but never tasted root beer. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. So, Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I'd torn one of my shoes that morning. Some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I'd found to Grandpa, he frowned. Started going through each thing I'd brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care!" Then he got mad and I couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I was pretty upset and I started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while I went and hid in an abandoned building, but then I started to calm down and I think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It started raining pretty hard though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. That was just an excuse. Truth is that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but didn't want to admit it. Rain didn't stop though, so I just sat there staring at the gloomy gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to come home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first, I thought I should ignore it and not get involved, but I went over anyway, and it was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain for me so long that he'd collapsed. I was horrible. He'd heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever god might be listening that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. Got a real bad fever and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said if it kept up, he'd die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. Wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. Thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck onto Grandpa. Because a week later, his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained he was an old man, and that meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone. Maybe he'd been a little too strict. For all the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off, and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and he said of course not. He told me that he was looking for a really important lady and because of that he'd given up on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and started raising me, it felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. That's when I decided I'd stay with him forever. Even if he said I couldn't. I want you guys to know that, that actually hits kind
Close
of
to home?
recently.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly the hospitalized part.
Yup.
Yeah, I was muted when I said, "Well, shit, that hit close to home," and
Yeah.
then you said, "Well, guys, I have to say," and then I was like, "He's gonna say it. I'm a prophet."
Let's just say some of those voice cracks weren't just to be in
Holy shit! Did
character.
we get another proper ending after all this time?
We did.
Now, let me just
Hey guys,
ask...
do we want to get another ending?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Will we figure out why having a root beer float is a big deal?
That is a a good question. Why is having root beer a big deal?
Wait, we're not gonna just go to betray immediately?
We are.
On another route?
Yeah, Curb, we didn't betray Tenmyoji and Quark yet.
We don't need to do that. It's fine. I think we all already know what that's going to lead to.
Well, I mean, of course, when you
No, we
choose
don't.
ally, they choose betray. But when you choose betray, the game won't have them choose betray as well. The game's gonna make them choose ally and make you feel like shit.
Interesting thing about that, there's only one point in this entire game where that actually happens.
Yeah.
And we've already had that.
Oh, okay.
Anyways. Also, yes, let's go through the flowchart. So, go through the elevator, then we went through the infirmary, which I forget who exactly that was with. Hang on, if I go back to the flowchart that I was looking at earlier, does it actually show? It does not. Sag. Rip. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's fine. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
Chose betray, huh? That's messed up.
What? You said I should!
Hey, I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. What would happen to our BP if Tenmyoji chose to betray us?
We went with Tenmyoji.
It was a leading question.
Heh.
Oh, I get it. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
Oh, god damn it. Yo, what's up? Siggy! Fido! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
So we did end up betraying Tenmyoji. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to go have a look at the results first. Come on.
Hey, wait! Shit. Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. FNX game, round 1. The results. If anybody would please direct their eyes to the monitor.
Picture.
Betray. Ally. Oh no.
Fucking... By the way... Kay and Clover betraying
What the fuck did I just say?
No, in this route, he chooses betray the first round and the second round if you choose to ally with him. He only betrays you on the third round.
Okay, so you're not there yet.
No. And I don't think we will get there because I don't think he'll want to play with us anymore. Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets. Luna's at 1. Oh no. Bigfoot.
What up?
Voice.
I have to handle something. Take over for me for a
Okay.
second.
Up trade.
He chose ally? Why? He chose betray last time.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. The truth was, I didn't know why I'd said that either. The words just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Wait a minute.
You're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
Oh wait, no, he does betray you the first round. That's right, that does happen here.
It happens here. It happens with Phi on the far right routes.
That's weird. Actually, interesting. Okay.
Okay, if my theory regarding this guy is correct, if anybody here could do that, it's this fucker. If this guy is friggin' Junpei, I swear to fuck.
Anyways, Phi.
I told him you might choose betray.
Phi, you...
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray.
Bullshit.
I trusted you two. So this is what I got.
I apologize.
Phi, you don't need to
Alright, I'm back.
apologize.
Look.
I was the one who did it. I pushed the button.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you've got a point.
Huh? Wait, what?
It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
What the hell,
I-
Phi?
I hate that I love this spell.
Phi is unironically one of my favorite characters in this game, right up there with Luna. Oh, Lord.
What? You're gonna fight each other now? I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. Well, we learned not to trust you either. This isn't over. Just you wait.
Don't worry,
Right.
Miyoji, I
Start
definitely
a
pressed the
path.
button. Anyway, I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. I spun around and... Phi! What the fuck? She was gone too.
We're
Oh,
just
where the
going
hell-
Peace.
How'd she just disappear like that? The fuck? As I looked around,
Like this, bitch!
I noticed that Clover, Kay, and Luna seemed to be having some kind of argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen, surreptitiously.
Why did you do it?
Sorry, I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but I felt the same way.
By the way, good night, everyone. I'm gonna head out.
Warball.
Good night, Orba.
We're gonna
But if we all choose ally, then we could all sleep together.
quiet again.
It only takes 3 turns to get 6 points. I am like an inch difference from when that happened. That would be enough to get us out. Why?
Well, of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
If your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice, and you get 6 points. You see,
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
but if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I just feel like you're blaming me for something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
No.
Forget it. I understand now. It's silly of me to trust you guys.
Luna walked off with her
Uh.
head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she were crying, but I couldn't see her face. Alice, Dio, and Quark, however, seem to be having some issues of their own.
Fine. You just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchanged dark looks, then stomped off in different directions.
I blame your fucking parents.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2. Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you've got a point. We've already had all this. Oh, look at me go! Oh yeah, if your BP goes below 0, you die. Goes below 1,
no!
actually. Uh-oh. A couple of you are about to die. Sucks to be
It's not me.
you. Alright,
All
time
right.
for a couple more. One more of these.
Ah, Sigma.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, right,
do we
we-
already
we've had
have all
this
this
one,
stuff?
yep.
Okay, yeah, no, we've already gotten through all this.
Radical 6 and blah, blah, blah.
They're talking about the eclipse and everything.
You know, it's ironic you talk about this turning into a sausage fest, Dio, and you're the biggest dick here.
Oh.
Hey-oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I don't know how much this changes here, but hey, Bigfoot,
Well, it's
new
different.
lines.
Right. Give me a second. Okay. Yep. I'm here. Sigma, what do you want?
What do I want? What do you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover.
Tell you what, how about I'll be the doctor? You get on the exam table and I'll cup you open with that scalpel over there.
Man, are you still pissed?
What the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you.
Come on, I already told you I was sorry.
Yes, and that makes it all better, you goddamn idiot.
Well, then what the heck am I supposed to do?
Piss off.
Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
Easy solution then, just close your eyes.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then.
Shut the up.
Oh, I love that line. Fine.
I'm
Shut
sorry,
up.
I have
That
no.
was a great line.
That is a.
I'm sorry, I have no faith in this guy anymore. So
It took me a second to catch that.
Yeah. Shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room.
I
No, believe me. Tenmyoji's good.
No.
Believe me. You've just only seen. This is the worst he's been.
He's
Just
he's
in
very
general.
grouchy, to be fair, but he is definitely not an antagonist.
Grouchy, not evil.
Yeah.
my brother in Christ, this game just 180s the fact
Would
that
you-
he doesn't betray us.
Would you consider Oscar the Grouch an antagonist in Sesame Street? I rest my case.
He is an antagonist, and
Isn't he like the nicest Grouch from Grouchland?
He
Yeah.
is,
Yes.
but he's still an antagonist. in
Sure.
several
No, he's
fucking
not an
is.
antagonist. He's not somebody that causes problems for the heroes to overcome. He's just an asshole
You,
that
you realize he is
that
the
is-
problem in several of them, right? It's not that you can be an antagonist and not like actively malicious. It's why hero antagonists are a thing. Like, by definition, he is an antagonist. It's just that he isn't a villainous.
Elmo is
antagonist.
more of an antagonist than him.
Right? Just read the fucking line.
You're not wrong. Anyway, so is it just you here?
On this side of the divider, yes.
This side?
It'd be easy to read my lines if it didn't freeze for like 3 seconds. Walks over there, having a look around.
Actually, hang on, is this? Yeah, no, this is repeat. Okay. Oh, alright, well, I guess you're not gonna tell me about what happened when you got...
Right, like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Hey, Quark!
Hey! Stop it! Quark, don't tell him a damn thing.
Oh, you're getting more suspicious by the... I started toward the partition when I spoke, when the intention of finding Quark. Found him as I rounded the divider, but we've seen him. He's having a weird thing with the body. Don't worry about it. And this is mostly the same, I believe. Talking about their past. They know each other. How suspicious. Oh no, what are we going to do?
What's going on with Quark?
And there he goes.
Why?
Goodbye, Quark.
There was some soparil and...
Alright,
Well,
doors
yeah.
are open, ladies and gents.
The time for Quark to die again.
So, how are we gonna do this?
I won't go with Sigma. He betrayed me last time.
What about Phi?
You hit the button, right, Sigma?
Well, yeah, but...
I don't want to go with Dio.
Dear God, lady.
Same reason.
What?
She's got
I
no
can't
bra.
trust that he won't betray me again.
This is genuinely the first time you've seen her design?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, she's been dead a lot. So
That's true.
Pokemon, every
very
time
easy
I've
to
been
forget
here,
her
they've been
design.
dead.
That's true. That's very, very
Yeah.
true.
Looked like she has a red shirt on. Ugh, thanks to Quark, you've single-handedly torpedoed my reputation.
Well, that leaves us with option B.
No. We can't do option B.
Why not?
I'm sorry, Luna, but I can't trust you or Phi either. The way he is right now, someone's going to have to carry Quark. I just can't afford to give him to someone I don't trust.
I thought you trusted Phi.
Not enough for this.
What do you intend to do?
Quark shifted silently in Kay's arms.
Quark is a solo, as are you, Ted the OG. Solos can't pair with one another. You do remember that.
Yes, of course I do. I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person.
Who do you trust, then?
Clover. Man, you made a bad fucking choice.
What? Me?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Why?
I can't tell you. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
Or chop him up with an axe. Either or. I've seen you do both.
Well, that's nice of you to say, but my partner is Sigma. Are you sure you want me to take care of him?
It's fine. Clover, you just vote by yourself. Make Sigma wait outside the AB room.
No. If Clover takes Quark, then we have to go with option C, right? That means I'll be stuck with Dio. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that happen.
Who do you want to pair up with then?
Isn't it obvious? Quark. Remember what the announcement said? Something about how the system will automatically vote ally for anyone who doesn't enter their own vote in time. If Quark doesn't wake up by then... Bigfoot.
Lord. Not. No! This is exactly why I can't trust any of you.
Man, we're just all standing here pointing guns at each other.
1 minute remains. You better make up your fucking minds.
We don't have time to argue over this. Let's take a vote. Those opposed to C?
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
What? Why don't you want C, Dio?
Well, if she's got that much of a hate on for me, that hardly plays in my hands, does it?
Huh. Fine, whatever. I assume anyone who didn't raise their hand is alright with option C then.
No one objected. I kept my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, he'd make a great opponent. I'd choose ally, of course, but it would be good not to have to worry about him choosing betray.
Alright. 6-2 in favor.
Wait! What about me?
Stay here if you don't like it. I imagine your partner might have something to say about that, though.
Kay handed Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside her head.
Fine.
10 seconds remain. Get in the fucking doors, bitch! Hurry, Clover! The door's closing!
Right!
Bigfoot.
Hey,
Pay attention.
take care of Quark.
Don't worry about it. I got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tenryoji, and took off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears. 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing. Alright, now you're in the clear. Weird, a lot of doors. Let's pull the lever and see which one we open.
I'm gonna pull the lever!
Actually, I'm pulling the lever because she doesn't trust it.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Oh, treatment center.
We've seen this place before.
Time to actually do the quest in here.
Hey, you know what? We may have lucked out.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, if this is where they treat people, maybe they've got something that can cure Quark.
Oh. Yeah!
Let's head on in then.
Okay.
Clover, have you found a cure yet? I found an axe!
Oh no!
No!
It's a cure!
That was a lion eating a sun.
What?
It's
No.
a cure for the disease called life.
What are those?
Shit, she right.
It says on the side, treatment pod.
So I guess it treats people? Maybe it can help Quark.
Yeah.
Damn, no good, it's locked. Let's take a look around. Maybe something in here will tell us how to unlock this door.
Okay.
Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I laid Quark down outside the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. Hang on in there, little guy. I'll get you fixed up soon. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back to the room. I had some investigating to do. I had to seek a way out.
Oh, could you stop saying that every time we enter a puzzle?
I'm sorry, but
No.
saying seek a way out and counting down before I use the key to the door are the two state... Look, I don't have very many quarks, okay?
You only have one quark!
I
Right there!
I misspoke, but that's fair. Door puzzle instruction. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit blow counts. Oh, is it fucking...
Listen, Sigma's only quirks are seek a way out, counting down, cat puns, and being an asshole.
4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second. 4-letter password, that's about it. 4 pieces for the first, 1 piece for the second. We'll get there. Number 4. Number 1. Weird. Looks like a clock. What do you mean you guess?
It's an AI generated clock. It doesn't have hands.
Meh. Huh? Love that whole sequence.
Jellyfish!
Oh my gosh! Aliens!
Pretty sure they're just jellyfish.
Aliens?
There are 3 jellyfish. 2 yellow ones and a purple one.
What's that inside the purple one? Is it digesting human flesh?
Why would you even think something like that? I don't think it's meat anyway. Look at it, it's too solid. I think it could be a tile of some sort.
Huh.
Wonder if we can get it out.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
These
we
exchanges are so great.
Kirby, can we acknowledge the fucking lion picture?
Sure. Nice lion.
That's a pretty realistic painting. It's a really, really, really real lion.
Don't sing in a whisper like that. It's creepy.
It looks kind of like he's coughing up a hairball.
I think he's trying to eat something, not cough it up.
He's trying to eat a hairball?
Probably something else.
What?
I don't know. There's just a hole there.
So we need to put something into the hole?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what's in the jellyfish, isn't it?
Probably.
Probably.
There's a button
All right,
under the
let's shove the
screen.
jellyfish into the hole.
What's on the screen? The hell is this?
It says start in the corner there. Maybe it's a board game?
Hmm.
Candyland.
Well, what about this? Alright, you guys ready to play fucking Mastermind?
Oh, I love Mastermind.
One. Wait, can we do? No.
Oh my god, I fucking swear.
One.
If you...
One. One.
Access denied.
Alright. So we got 1 hit, 2 blows for that. So that means we have a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 9. That means 9 is not in the correct spot. So 1, 2, 9, 3. Okay, 9 is in the correct spot now.
2 and 3 are the outliers now.
That sounds 1, 3, 9, 2. Yeah! Mastermind, baby!
Woof.
I am the mastermind now, bitch. Alright,
Yeah,
hey,
I-
what's up with this?
Intelligence.
Currently undergoing internal maintenance. Please stand by. I guess we can't use this one. RIP. Can we open
Yeah.
it, though?
No.
They do
Also,
have
they've
handles.
got handles. Maybe they're for opening the pods up.
Nah, it's for taking the pods out of here.
Open sesame. Oh yeah, no. I forgot this is how you do this. There you go.
This looks like a digital clock.
111.
11 hours and 1 minute?
It's 111.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm saying that to Sigma, not you. That's a key.
That is a key.
And a clock.
Yeah.
It's a key, isn't it?
Yeah.
It says.
Ooh.
Did you think it was a nipple with 2 hairs growing out of it?
Clover! What the fuck?
Of course not.
The hands are pointing to 620.
Great, thank you.
That's
Alright.
not even yours. No. No, none of that. None of that. Go get to your bed. No.
What was it? 620?
620, yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, maybe that's the time that Dio asphyxiates in that pod. Oh, wait, the clock's just on top here.
This is a clock. The hands are pointing to 7:15. Are you going to write that down?
Yes.
Oh, write that down! Write that down! Just cuts to Curb playing tic-tac-toe in the frickin' section.
Write that down, write that down!
Against himself, no less.
Congrats, Kirby, you won.
I lost!
And you lost.
I lose! But it's not Tuesday, Patrick. Turtle sauce.
He.
What are you ningrods doing? We don't know.
Oh god, it's always so good. Alright, do it. Are all these...
Rex is trying to steal my chips constantly.
Kick her in the dish pan. Woo woo woo.
Kick her in the dishpan. Woo woo woo.
I don't know why that moment from Courage the Cowardly Dog of all moments is just permanently seared into my head, but it sure is.
I don't care how much you move, you're not gonna get any more chips. You're not gonna get any more chips! No! My chips!
We've got the whole fucking plant now.
A healthy plant, no less.
Oh, my chips!
Oh, I guess Mitty's just chip out of luck.
Shut the fuck up, Min!
You know what? I kind of want to go get some chips myself now.
Ooh. Sounds like a good time.
Wrong bag.
Oh yeah, I've got the key right here. Aw. There's a second lid.
Tell you what. Get me a soda. I'll give you the rest of the bag.
Or
Water hot.
Soda. Okay.
They are aliens. Yeah. They are aliens. How does this work?
block pushing puzzle.
Yeah. Oops. Easy.
Give it. I said no. No, give it over.
Wait, did he say gotta get it fast? Fucking Jesus, these two.
Down there with chips.
Listen, I think some of the best things in this game are these
If you did
two
that, I would have given you height immediately.
gremlins.
There we go.
I can't believe you just pulled that out of Ellen like that.
Don't name it, it's not even alive. Rocco's not alive.
How's Rocco's just a rock? How's Rocco gonna know the difference?
Okay, no,
Oh my
don't
god.
throw shade on Elmo for that. That
It's
girl with the
perfectly-
rock's a prick.
We
It's
aren't throwing
perfectly-
shade on Elmo, we're just laughing because it is very funny.
No, we are absolutely throwing shade at Elmo.
I'm always throwing shade at Elmo.
No, all the adults in that episode were throwing shade at Elmo. Elmo was getting fucking gaslit that entire episode.
Elmo was
Where
in
are
the
you
right.
going?
He
Alaska!
was,
It's quicker if you drive!
but
Ah!
by the way, I just gotta say my favorite line from anything Sesame Street is Elmo in Grouchland. Can you help Elmo find his blanket? Well, I'd love to, but I don't speak English. Walks away incredibly fast.
I forgot about that. Oh, good. Whoa. Well, it's a laser.
It's gonna target us. We're all gonna die.
I have chips now.
Now the real question, what time is it actually? Oh.
Time to die.
It's OC15. Oh, it's CC15. No,
It's 0015.
no, no, it is CC5.
No.
CC5.
There we go. Actually, for the sake of the game that it's playing, it probably does actually want 0. And now... Boop. It is open. Grab that.
Number one.
And, strange. We do have memory cards. They are in trees. Let's figure out how to fix that, shall we? We've got this now. Chunk. One, treat vegetation. 2, freeze vegetation. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with humans. That is weird. That is weird that it tells us to freeze something, huh?
Alright, Dio, get in here.
Alright,
What killed the
First.
dinosaurs? The
First.
Ice Age.
let us treat the plant.
Fuck off.
Man, this new age druidism is weird.
Ding, 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 ding.
Starts beeping like a fucking microwave. Hey! The tree's alive now! Yay!
See, it is a Pokemon Center.
Yoink!
Yeah,
And now
Bonsley's
we
looking
put
great.
this tree in. Initiating freeze cycle.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of a good game to make.
It is frozen.
It's a Snover.
Oh! Clover!
Oh,
Clover!
Snover!
What did you do? It's all broken now.
But
Whatever, just help me clean it up. Wait, this isn't a leaf. Yoink.
Snover's heart.
Time to get quarking. There we go. Sure is sleeping pretty hard, huh? You'd never think he was sick.
I guess that Soparil stuff is pretty strong.
Yeah. So, what do we do now?
How about closing the cover like we did before? That should start the automatic diagnosis.
Got it.
And he's frozen to death.
Oh no.
He's a Corksicle.
Quartz? More like quartz.
Is he gonna
So
be
I have this.
okay, or...
Maybe we should check the screen.
Yeah. I think this is some kind of readout of Quark's vital signs. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency. They all look normal. What a relief. Wait.
There's something else down at the bottom.
Radical 6 virus detected in subject. System is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure viral infection.
What the heck? Then what was the point of putting him in here?
Well, I don't think there was no point. After all, it says it can alleviate the symptoms.
But
Hold on, let's keep looking. It says more. The system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep freezes the subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sleep function, yes or no?
cold sleep? What the heck is that?
I have no idea, but remember the freezing test? Whatever. We need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this.
What should we tell to do?
Huh?
Do we put him in cold sleep?
Activate sleep's function? Yes or no? No question. What if he got smashed like the plant? No, it is.
You hit yes.
Oh no.
Unfortunately for you, it is opposite today, and you have chosen yes.
Well, shit.
So the dumb idea for a game that I just had is like running a game where you are a Nurse Joy running a Pokemon Center.
Sai, I hate to break it to you.
It's actually real.
It is real. It is
Oh,
called The
thank
Last Nurse Joy, if I remember correctly.
No, I mean like a simulator game.
Ah.
And
I mean,
the
yeah,
day
that could be
can get
fun.
increasingly worse and more hectic. And you have to treat the Pokemon, that kind of thing.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you just bring a Ho-Oh in here?
Yes, that kind of shit comes up too.
5 minutes past
Like-
4.
Casual trainer brings in a legendary. How the fuck do I treat this? Injects morphine. It's fine.
Alright. Time for this shit.
Oh no.
Alright. Nope.
It's more inspired on how the
We want
anime
archive
works.
illustration of a dice game.
It's not just a simple put it on the tray and it heals.
Memo.
Like they have to actually do stuff.
Alright. 1,
Some tailored to the Pokemon's needs.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
But yeah, I know about the Last Nurse
14,
Joy.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh wow, that really did just line up perfectly, huh? That really did just line up perfectly. Huh?
Amazing.
I did not mean to do that. That is very funny. That's very funny. All right, so
Amazing.
this
Congrats on
is
solving it.
We want to go to 15, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is it just pass? So goes to 20, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
A.
15 is also an S. Yep. And 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, passed. Excuse me. Excuse me, it's not pass for password, it's past as in the past. Well, excuse me, princess. Is green now.
Star, moon, sun.
4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. What about the second one?
Well, I'm gonna call it now.
Roger.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. There's the safe. Don't know for sure. Oh, no, I remember now. I remember how this works. So now, hang on. Yes, it was that. File, door, no, not door bubble, illustration. So, instead of starting at start each time, now we're basically going to do this with just a single piece.
Is the combo return to the past now?
Alright. So the first one we know is pass, and that puts us here, I believe, right? Because it's 15 minus 5, 6, 7, yep. And then we start from here and go 20. So
It would just be a full loop.
yeah, it would just be a full loop. So it would stay here and then go back 6.
Well,
to
it would go over to J, I mean, I think.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. So J, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So PT. Let's do this.
Oh wait, no, it would go back to P. Never mind.
You're
I'm
making me
sorry.
second guess myself.
I was just counting on my side as well. I needed to second guess as well.
Alright, so now it's there. Then we go just 15 from here, which should be this one, I think. Am I crazy? Am I stupid? I might be crazy. It might be the U. I'm gonna do this just to make sure. So we're at the O, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It is the U. This is just second guessing ourselves the game. Alright. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Poor. Poor! Whore. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't actually know the significance of that password. Most of the passwords in this game have some significance, so I'm very curious to... I kind of want to look at the wiki for that one, because I have no idea what that one actually is in relation to. Moon, star, sun. Get ourselves that gold shit. And passwords. Star, moon, sun. Well, this is a very interesting loadout, isn't it? Well, that's weird. It's a gun thing. I wouldn't worry about it. I think this is just an injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon.
Are you sure? I think that kind of depends on what's in that vial there.
The label says neostigmine?
Huh? What did you just say?
Neostigmine? Why? Does it mean something?
Let me see it. Neostigmine. Neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. No good. I can't remember.
Damn.
I don't think it's bad though.
Do you have any proof?
Nope.
Of course not.
Could you let me hang on to this?
Are you sure it's not dangerous?
What would you do if it was?
Alright, I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person.
I'm half waiting for this thing to be what turned into hydrates or something.
Thanks. Then how about I let you take me on a date sometime?
If we get out of here in one piece.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm
Moving
totally
on.
lying.
We've got a whole bunch of other shit in here. A whole bunch of
A lot
flat
of
shit.
stuff.
Yep. We've got the
Got
map.
the map
We can
that we
talk
just
about that. Great
we just
cards,
took this
key
out
cards.
like a freaking tablecloth in a magic show.
Piece of paper. Here are some more AB rules for you. If neither party votes, everyone dies. Oh well. And the key. Let's go. Let's GTFO. This is so slow and I went the wrong way. Let's get out of here. Gotta count down every single fucking time.
You really have to stop that.
I will never. An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever, we need to get over there fast. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing towards the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen! It changed.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy!
Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into after all. I read on. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I'm gonna fuck that up every single time. Oh, what is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. I don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah, if you count the old woman, that we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says all prior records have been erased, authorization admin, that seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? Seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
A trick.
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center.
I'm sure Ken Myoji won't be mad at all.
So there's another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the Flore warehouse.
Huh, so it is.
Oh? Are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it! These are chromatic doors. See? See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true. So?
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is found, they automatically ally. You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that's why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about being betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait. You're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa, hold on a second there! We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Fine Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left, though, and I really don't think they'd pick Betray. Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice's BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree, but her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
And he would! Sorry. Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses Ally,
Then...
then Kay would have 9 BP.
Yep.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Well, that's not necessarily the case. As long as somebody doesn't open the door.
So you think that Kay will stay here even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not.
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, let's get back to the others. There's a couple things I gotta do when we get back.
Okay, but how the fuck did we get over here?
That is a very... No, this is just the other side of the room that we're looking at.
Fine.
Alright, back to floor A then. Yeah, no, that threw me off as well. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. I'm gonna go get the restroom real quick while this is fucking happening.
Easy.
Ding. Warehouse A.
Wow, curb's slow.
Alright. Did you say your line?
No? I just thought you'd be back before we got here.
I did my best.
You're slower than the map cutscene.
I know. I'm genuinely surprised.
Clover! Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes. Hey, where's Quark?
Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained quickly what happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably!
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about them, alright? Take me to this treatment center, Clover. Don't worry. Still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels, and at the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some splaining to do.
I beg your pardon.
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was opened. Pokemon, are you there?
Are you awake?
Pokemon.
Eddie is daddy.
Oh no.
It's not
A
like
body has been discovered.
it's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person, or one pair, jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well then, who was it? Everyone looks at Dio. Pokemon, if you can hear us, you're muted. Okay. I opened it. So it was you. Figured as much. Not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came back alright. Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal. Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd just have defaulted to ally. No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes? What? We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh. Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gone back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. You just... Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack, though. Man, I
was giving
didn't
you
know.
the chips.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did? Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I think they'd have shelves of...
Sorry. Yeah.
The person running this show is a buffoon. I'd like to think they have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Excelsior?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just has those pods and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. It's better than nothing, though. Oh, right, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Did I not go
Yes.
through it?
I heard it. Herb, did you die?
Nope, we're good.
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people, then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep. That means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates, where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So, what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you are put into cold sleep?
Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off.
Oh, hey!
Oh!
Suddenly things make sense.
So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off. Then we could just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only needed to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
That was my line.
Not too bad,
no,
Mitch. We should
no.
go have a look at any rate.
Oh yeah, that was yours, yeah.
We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more. Of course.
Sorry, I was busy untangling my hair.
You're good.
It hurts. A lot.
Brush your hair, you silly girl.
Like,
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
Don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
And the bastard set this up. That's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Junior heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were going to get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
I sent you a message saying I needed to do something IRL.
Oh, sorry.
Where? Oh, was it a DM to
Yeah.
him? Yeah, he probably just didn't notice.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline is passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know, I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Fi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Fi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute. Come on! We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we open the AB rooms. Who the fuck is jingling? 4 minutes remain, blah blah blah. Alright, Clover. We should probably head into.
Okay.
Also, jingling might be Rex in the background.
Oh, I think it was in the game. I don't know if it was actually one of us.
Ah,
It sounded like somebody's
Okay.
footsteps had like a jingling effect. If anyone, it was probably Clover.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yeah, you told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this, right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit about after talking with Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in. Whoa, fucking Jesus.
Shit.
A Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. That hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't think I've ever actually seen that spelled out. The hell happened to you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You would laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji really doesn't have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green
Oh, yeah.
doors, Tenmyoji said something.
Welcome back.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains.
Please. Choose ally.
You are
Ally.
going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So,
Alright. With that, I turn to face the voting machine. The question was,
Ally.
what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. I wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain.
Ally.
On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
No, it'd be a bad end, I'm pretty sure.
So, what
Yeah,
would my
we get our
choice
ass
be?
kicked, man.
What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
Ally.
Betray.
Alright, I need to hit the restroom.
This motherfucker.
Wrong button.
There is no C.
Option C, we start a new game. EDF, anybody?
EDF! EDF! When are we going to play that again?
That's a good question. Especially since 6 is on its way.
I need to get the pre-order of that because there's HoloLive shit that he comes with, so
Oh, jeez.
of course I need it.
So there's no pre-order for it on Steam. It just plans to release July 25th.
Hopefully I'll have money by then. Or maybe I can leech off my roommate's library again. Like I initially did for EDF4.
I want you to know that that in the GIFs that they chose to put in the description of the game, it has just as bad screen tearing as before. VSync is terrible. It's great. This jank fest is gonna be just as good as before.
Some things just never change.
Speaking of things that won't change, I'ma play Wing Diver.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not how you say Helldiver.
Alright, sorry about that. So,
Our,
you've had plenty
We,
of time to consider the options.
we have convened, we have thought about it, and we are choosing option C, EDF.
Oh. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not on screen. I can't click C, so I'm gonna need a choice between these
I'm going to
two.
take
Alright.
I'm going to take a screenshot and draw it on screen just for you.
Alright, everybody else, go to your Steam, click EDF, let's get this going.
Let's see, search.
Dang it, I need to reinstall.
Pokemon, you fool!
You've had plenty of time to reconvene. I'm clicking the first thing I hear after this.
Ally.
Curse you, Discord, then. Lag.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go.
Sigma, you dick!
I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed towards the wall where the results would be displayed.
Hey, nobody's dead yet in this timeline.
Yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Aside from the old lady, I mean.
Results are displayed. Shocker, that. What a surprise!
What a twist!
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
So many live people. So you chose ally, huh?
Yeah, Pork is a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone else would have.
Except Dio.
Well, Dio's an asshole. So, you guys
Agreed.
chose ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenryoji had only one BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally. So, there's no way we could betray somebody in that position. If... Oh wait, yeah, Pokemon's back.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey! What the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole.
I'm screenshotting this. No, I'm kidding.
Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Look, we have a quota, and we haven't reached it yet. We need to die. Well, then what was it like? If we'd voted ally, you would be dead. The details in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always going to be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked ally. What would happen to Kay's BP? 6 plus
6
3?
plus 3
Oh.
would make 9.
Alice just like, I can do the math, motherfucker.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. You'd open up the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. Where the fuck did that saying come from? And that leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose Betray. To just save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of doors sliding shut. Ambidex gates have closed, round 3's start. Star can be used as many times as want. As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
We can play the AD as many times as we want.
I feel like I was just voiced by
Sorry.
someone else.
It's 2 a.m. Hey, didn't Zero Senior or Junior say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get shuffled around automatically. Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time.
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up.
I see. Luna and Clover are cyan pair, and Fine House are a magenta player. The remaining three are all solos. K is red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be white ones down in floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah? So lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Fine nodded and began to explain. Option A, Tenmyoji and Quark pair up with us. Fine and Alice with Dio. Luna and Clover with K.
Oh?
I know I said something.
Is there only one option?
Yes. No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody here he could pair with.
Oh, God. Never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
3 in a row, bitch. Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
So, what should we do now? Looks like we have a lot of time until the primary door is open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Oh, we don't have anything to lose. We might as well look for that medicine. Excelivir, right?
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
You too.
Ugh, fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay.
Everybody looks over at Dio.
Yeah!
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Dio, what kind of jerk wouldn't help?
We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
The pack.
The pack.
Shall we regroup in the floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct? Yes. Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door. Right.
Good. Looks like we've got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading into a different direction.
Oh, my vote option just opened.
Oh, did it now? So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs. How do you know that? Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea. I'll stay up here and mess things up again.
Clover, no!
Gets locked in.
Oops. We gotta solve a puzzle to get you out of there.
So this is the real thing?
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but... apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside. Remember all of those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! And that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6?
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh, no. We can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
No, the number 9 door is several doors between us and freedom, but he doesn't know that yet.
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Excelsior. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, alright?
Got
Safety
it.
reasons.
Okay.
I will never not make a joke about Clover fucking up.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with with all this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Flashback.
And then Alice said...
Flashback.
So, what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what did you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of
Lesbians.
organization, but what is it? Shit, you're not wrong, I don't think. Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
real quick good news for Curb and MIDI. They're going to be finalizing shipments for Perfect Draw physical version,
Neat.
so that's fun.
Awesome. We can't play physically.
I know.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
All right,
Promise?
promise.
We won't
Clover
have a chance.
nodded and
She's gonna
began to
die in
talk.
12 minutes.
I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said.
Well, I'll give you a drink real quick.
Yep.
Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security. And we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry.
Hello.
Things like Dio. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the notary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time. So, about a year ago. We just escaped, and we were all stuffed into this SUV, barreling across the desert. I was driving. And that's when I saw her.
I love that they kept that in there. That she was driving. The poor choice that we saw at the end.
Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course.
Seven just like having to be squished be against the fucking wall.
My friend was really squeezed into the car at this point.
Seven just goes, you know what? I'ma just go in the trunk. It's fine.
On top of Ace.
I'm just gonna go into the trunk by bloody Ace.
Yep.
Just smush the guy.
No. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the notary game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion.
Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists.
That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway. So we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything. Because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now. So she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both the last two Notary games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice.
Light
But
field.
the people behind the two Notary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though. So after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would always look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular. So we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it.
Never mind the one fact he was dressed as a cultist.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Wait.
sure was.
Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up.
I need your help.
She told us.
We need people who can do what you can do.
So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Notary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. These were the kids from the first Notary game.
Hmm?
We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. She drew a gun. Sorry, go on.
Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that.
I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is. But basically, we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy.
Oh, you
I
mean
mean-
that thing with the dog and the radio?
Don't worry
It
about it.
isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability. So, they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do all of that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that! I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way! I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and I told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asks, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother, too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us.
Hey man,
You guys are the only ones who can do this. Don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. Haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out.
That's a note. I'm not reading that. That's
Okay.
another note. I'm not reading that.
Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SLIS. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half the time, it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed. And the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake. and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started crying. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So, from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice.
Is that why you wear like no clothes?
Yes. Our infiltration ended in a failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans.
When you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah,
All that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
what are they?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but
No response?
yeah. If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait,
What?
well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe. No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right. Whatever. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all the other stuff, but this is too much?
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But
Fine. Now let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?